learning in AI. Let's assume that you have a new employee in your organization and you are being required to teach that employee how to perform day-to-day activity. After each action from the employee, you generally give the feedback so that employee start learning how to perform activity properly. When the AI learn in this manner, this is known as a reinforcement learning. Let's try to map those scenario with the AI learning jargon. So if you see on my screen, the employee is the a learner. For the reinforcement learning, that's known as a agent. For employee, that's the task. And for the reinforcement learning, that's the action. The workplace for the employee, the same way for the reinforcement is known as a environment. For the employee, it could be a feedback or a bonus. The same way on the reinforcement learning, it will be the reward signal. It will be either penalty or a reward. So let's see how exactly it works. When agent is being placed on particular environment, at that moment, agent try to understand the current environment and it try to understand what task it's supposed to perform. So when it try to perform any task at that moment, either it will get the reward or a penalty. If it's the reward, then it will move further on the same process. Otherwise, if it's the penalty, then it will change the path. If you see on my screen, the agent is been required to go through this maze and required to come at the end. So on the early attempt, it may get in the very complex maze, but if it start learning properly, then you can see on the this side, this red represent the penalty. So whenever it identify penalty, then it realizes this is not the path which is supposed to move further. But if it's the green, then it identify this is the path it need to carry forward. So at the end, after try and error, agent will be able to come at the other side of the maze. So this is how agent learn in the real life scenario, where it perform the action, then it check the reward. It's either penalty or a reward. If it's a penalty, then it change the path. If it's reward, then it continue. Then again it run, and it that's how it get to the final or expected output. So the key benefit is what something here we don't need to instruct agent very frequently, or we need to say or we need to set any predefined information. Instead of that, agent will try to understand by itself on the and it will help us to perform that agent in the dynamic situation. So let me give you the real life example. You might have heard about the automated car or a vehicle. The same way in the warehouses, there will be plenty of automated robot available. Those are being trained on the reinforcement learning. When they came into the environment, they try to identify the situation, they try to perform the particular task, and based on the reward system, it try to improvise themselves. I hope you are able to understand what is a reinforcement learning in the AI. Every day I try to simplify such AI complex term so non-technical and business executive can understand. Thank you for watching this.